Viewers, welcome to the Bachelor course of Population Studies. Today, we will discuss population planning in India. India has a long history of promoting population planning. At present, India is suffering from the problem of overpopulation, as it has already reached 1.36 billion in the current year. According to a recent report of UN, if India's population continues to grow at the same pace, then by 2028, the country's population will be more than China. Though the report has clearly mentioned that the rate of population growth has slowed down in recent years due to effective implementation of family planning and family welfare programs. Yet, the rate of population growth is increasing at a much faster rate as compared to China. The national fertility rate is still high, which is leading to high long-term population growth in India. However, the family planning program in India cannot be ignored. Let us discuss about the history of family planning in India and how family planning program has played a major role in solving the problem of population growth in India to a certain extent. First of all, historical background of population planning in India. Population planning during 1915 to 1925. India's family planning history began in 1916 with the publication of a pamphlet by Shri Pyare Kishan Water titled The Population Problem in India, in which its author campaigned for family planning. The first family planning clinic was opened in 1925. Population planning during 1925 to 1935. Professor Raghunath Dondo Karve had to resign his job because he opened a birth control clinic in Bombay in 1925. Since the 1930, educated opinion in the country has favored family planning. In 1930, the Mysore government opened a family planning clinic in the state. And 2 years later, in 1932, the government of Madras agreed to open a birth control clinic in the presidency. In the same year, the All India Women's Conference at Lucknow passed a resolution recommending that men and women should be instructed in methods of birth control in recognized clinic. The National Planning Committee, appointed by the Indian National Congress in 1935 under the chairmanship of Jawaharlal Nehru, strongly supported family planning. Population planning during 1935 to 1946. In 1936, Dr. A.C. Pillai conducted a family planning training course. In 1939, some birth control clinics were opened in Uttar Pradesh and in Madhya Pradesh. In 1940, Shri P. N. Saboo successfully moved a resolution in the Council of State, the upper house of Indian Parliament, for the establishment of birth control clinics. The Health Survey and Development Committee was appointed by the Government of India in 1943 under the chairmanship of Sir Joseph Bhore. He recommended that provisions should be made to open birth control clinics in various government hospitals. Population planning during 1946 to 1946. The Bohr Committee, which was set up in 1943, was to make an assessment of the health condition in India, submitted its report in 1946 and recommended a suitable health infrastructure for the country. It also stressed the need for a national program for family planning for improving the health status of people. The reports of these two committees, the Bohr Committee and the Bengal Family Inquiry Committee, paved the way for the Government of India to adopt a national program of family planning in 1947. The official family planning program was launched in 1952 as a part of the first 5-year plan, that is 1951 to 1956. However, the Congress Party, whose values and ideals were largely shaped by the Gandhian philosophy, to some extent, the moralistic objections against publicity and unrestricted use of artificial methods of family planning. So, population planning during 1948 to 1950. In 1949, the Family Planning Association of India was formed in Bombay under the presidency of Shrimati Rama. Since the independence, the Government of India has been actively supporting this movement. Population planning during 5-year plans. The National Family Planning Program is the expression of the collective concern for the population problem. After 10 years of its introduction, the Department of Family Planning was organized at the center. Now, it is called the Department of Family Welfare. At the state or union territory level, there are directorates of family welfare planning. Over the years, the program has evolved a nationwide physical infrastructure and huge reservoir of skills. Population planning during the first 5-year plan period, that is from 1951 to 1956. While formulating the first plan, it was assumed that the population would continue to grow at the rate of 1.25% per annum. Therefore, under the medical and public health plan, a component entitled Family Planning and Population Control was included for the first time with an allocation of Rs 6.5 million for this activity. Thus, India was the first country in the world to have an official policy on population and to launch a national program of family planning in 1952. The family planning program in this plan were expected to obtain an accurate picture of factors contributing to the rapid population increase. Number 2, to discover suitable techniques of family planning. Number 3, to devise methods by which knowledge of these techniques could be widely disseminated. Number 4, to make advice on family planning an integral part of the services of government hospitals and of public health agencies. Population planning during second 5-year plan period, that is 1956 to 1961. During the second plan, the strategy was the same as in the first 5-year plan, that is expansion of family planning services facilities through clinics. The budgetary provision for family planning increased from Rs 5 million in the first plan to rupees 50 million in second plan. The distribution of contraceptives was extended through primary health centers, government hospitals, dispensaries, and maternity homes run by the state government. In both the rural and urban areas, the contraceptives were issued free of cost to those with a monthly income below ₹100 and at half price to those in the ₹100 to 200 income group. The Central Family Planning Board recommended the inclusion of sterilization operations in hospitals and institutions where facilities existed. In Tamil Nadu, an incentive scheme paying ₹101 to a sterilization acceptor as compensation for the loss of wages was introduced. So after that, this scheme was followed by other states. Population planning during third 5-year plan period, that is 1961 to 1966. The third 5-year plan document explains that the family planning program was a most difficult one to carry out and it raised problems of great complexity. It was realized that sustained and intensive efforts were required over a long period before family planning could become a popular movement. During the third plan period, the program was strengthened further and an expenditure of about rupees 250 million was increased. The basic clinic oriented approach adopted during the first two plans was replaced by an extension application to the network of primary health centers and sub-centers in the urban areas. The change in strategy involved the influential local leaders in villages for promoting a small family norm and carrying the message of family planning to the couples. In the clinic approach, the family planning personnel wait for eligible couples for come to their seeking advice and supplies. In the extension approach, the crucial task of identifying, informing and motivating the eligible couples for family planning was given to the peripheral health workers, particularly to the auxiliary nurse midwives and family planning health assistants. In the cafeteria approach, which was adopted, the choice of the method was left to an acceptor. The responsibility of distribution of simple contraceptives and giving general advice on family planning was given on a much larger scale to voluntary organizations, to paramedical personnel and to extension educators who were trained in family planning. The third 5-year plan stated that the objective of stabilizing the growth of population over a reasonable period must be at the very center of plan development. And plan holiday, that is from 1966 to 1959. The period 1966 to 1969 was termed as a plan holiday, when the earlier programs were continued with annual budgeting and target setting. The program was integrated with the health program in the country, such as integrated with public health program as maternal and child health services operated through the primary health centers in rural areas and urban family welfare planning centers in towns and cities. The expenditure during this period increased to rupees 704.6 million. Population planning during population 5-year plan period, that is 1969 to 1974. In the fourth 5-year plan, family planning was given the highest priority. A numerical target was set for reducing the crude birth rate from 39 by the end of the plan period to 25 by 1979. To achieve these targets, a concrete program was drawn up for expanding the facilities. Mass media was used to provide such services. An outlay of rupees 300 million was made in this plan for the program, and the actual expenditure was rupees 2,884.3 million. By the beginning of this plan, 1969, sterilization became the major task in the government strategy to be met. More emphasis was given on the adoption of the camp approach. In this approach, sterilization operations were carried out in villages at suitable locations, and the infrastructure facilities were strengthened in the rural areas. The incentive money was also raised. At the end of this plan period, the mass camp approach was replaced by the mini lab approach. Under this approach, any one camp approach, not more than 25 persons could be operated. This change over was felt necessary since a large number of complaints were received from persons who were operated upon in large camps. As a consequence, the program suffered a setback in 1973-1974, when the number of sterilization done declined from 3.1 million to 0.9 million. Population planning during 5th 5-year planning period is 1974 to 1979. This plan witnessed an intense rise and fall in family planning acceptance in the country. The 5th plan document refixed the demographic goals so as to achieve a birth rate of 30 by 1979. During 1974 to 78, a sum of rupees 4089.8 million was spent on the program, and it received an enormous boost from the government in 1976 with the announcement of the National Population Policy, a comprehensive policy formulated the performance in the family planning program during the year 1977 was the best to be realized ever. With a total of 8.26 million sterilizations, the program suffered a serious setback after 1976-77, and a revised policy on family welfare was announced in April 1977. The term family planning was changed to family welfare to include maternal and child health program as an integral part of the program. Population planning during 6th 5-year plan period is 1980 to 1985. The 6th 5-year plan was aimed at promoting policies for controlling the growth of population through the voluntary acceptance of small family norms. The plan envisaged the long-term goal of reducing the net of reproduction rate to unity by 1995. This was expected to be made possible by reducing the birth rate to 21 and death rate to 9. The small family norm was to be built into the social and cultural ethos of the people. During the sixth plan, an allocation of rupees 101 million was made for family welfare sector. At the end of the plan, it was envisaged that the couple protection rate due to contraception would go up to 36.6% during 1983. The Government of India adopted a national health policy to achieve the target through universalization of primary health care and reaching net reproduction rate of humanity by 2080. Population planning during 7th 5-year plan period is 1985 to 1990. The 7th 5-year plan document has declared the approval of the long-term demographic policy of reaching a net reproduction rate by the year 2080. Intersectoral coordination, cooperation, and involvement of voluntary agencies are expected in the field of health and family welfare. Community participation is being achieved through the non-government organizations, informal leaders, political leaders, and other social workers. Special programs have been implemented to reduce the infant mortality rate to 90 per 1,000 per year by 1990. Special schemes are being implemented for the reduction of disease among children such as diarrhea, dysentery, and respiratory. A universal immunization program was also implemented to provide immunization for children and oral dehydration therapy for treatment of diarrhea disease. The 7th plan has provided an outlay of rupees 32,560 million for the family welfare sector. During the 7th plan, the oral pill distribution program had been intensified. Besides, a subsidized marketing program for promoting the oral pill with brand name Maladi has been launched, utilizing the distribution network and services of selected pharmaceutical companies. Population planning during 8th 5-year plan period is 1992 to 1997. The following strategy was adopted for achieving the goals of family welfare during the plan. Number 1. Convergence of services provided by various social service sectors. Number 2. Decentralized planning and implementation will be another strategy. And number 3. Panchayati Raj institutions like Gram Panchayat and Jila Parishad etc. will have to play significant role in planning, implementing and administering the program. And number 4. The younger couples who are reproductively most active will be the focus of attention, with necessarily a greater emphasis on spacing methods. Although the terminal methods would continue to remain the important means of birth control. Number 5. The targeted reduction in the birth rate will be the basis of designing, implementing and monitoring the program against the current method of protection rate. Number 6. The outreach and quality of family welfare services will be improved by ensuring adequate drugs and other essential supplies at the sub-center and PHC by suitably increasing the funds for this purpose. Number 7. The entire chain of CHC, PSC and sub-centers will be equipped to deliver general health. Number 8. Child survival and safe motherhood initiatives will be vigorously pursued. Number 9. Training will not only aim at providing requisite knowledge and skills, but also ensure development of such behavioral attributes that will be conducive to a closer interaction with the community. Population planning during 9th 5-year plan period is 1997 to 2002. The reduction in the population growth rate has been recognized as one of the priority objectives during the 9th plan period. During the current high population growth rate is due to number 1, the large size of the population in the reproductive age group. Number 2, higher fertility due to unmet need for contraception. Number 3, high wanted fertility due to prevailing high IMR. The enabling objectives during the 9th plan period therefore will be to reduce the population growth rate. The objectives during the 9th plan will be number 1, to meet all the felt needs for contraception. Number 2, to reduce the infant and maternal illness and mortality so that there is a reduction in the desired level of fertility. Population planning during 10th 5-year plan period is 2002 to 2007. The NDC subcommittee on population recommended that there should be a paradigm shift in the family welfare program and the focus should be on number 1, decentralized area specific planning based on need assessment. Number 2, emphasis on improved access and quality of services for women and children. Number 3, providing special assistance to poor performing states and districts to minimize the differences in performance. Number 4, creation of district level of databases on level quality, coverage and impact indicators for monitoring the program. Department has drawn the National Population Policy 2000 which aims at achieving replacement level of fertility by 2010. Population planning during 11th 5-year plan during period is 2007 to 2012. 11th 5-year plan was based on some time-bound goals which are reducing maternal mortality ratio to 1 per 1000 live births, per reducing infant mortality rate to 28 per 1000 live births, reducing total fertility rate to 2.1, providing clean drinking water for all by 2009 and ensuring no slipbacks, reducing malnutrition among children of age group 0 to 3 to half its present level, reducing anemia among women and girls by 50%, raising the sex ratio for age groups 0 to 6 to 935 by 2011-12 and 950 by 2019-17. Evaluation of population planning programs in election programs. Although the National Family Planning program started in 1951, it has not made a significant impact on reduction of fertility. Over the successive 5-year plans, the reduction in birth rate over the years has fallen much short of the planned target. During 1970, the birth rate came down from about 39 to 34, but from 1977 onwards, it has been stagnating around 33 with a slight fall witnessed after 1984. It has been estimated that the program has been able to stop over 106 million births in the country at a total investment of rupees 4,683 crores approximately up to the end of 1988-89. Thus, rupees 442 has been spent per birth averted in the program, including the cost of infrastructure. The performance of the program is not uniformly poor all over the country. For example, while states like Kerala, Maharashtra and Tamil Nadu have performed quite well in terms of both health and family planning program, the states in the Hindi belt, particularly UP, Bihar, Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh, have failed in their attempt to implement the program effectively and increase contraception to the desired level. If India has to achieve its target of health for all, a serious attempt should be made to understand the reason for the ineffective implementation of the program, so that corrective measures should be taken. To sum up, it can be stated that despite a long history spanning some 5 decades, India's family planning program has not yet achieved replacement level fertility. Efforts are therefore currently underway to reconceptualize the program, to design and implement priority strategy for achieving programmatic goals. Couples in India have a significant unmet need for both limiting family size and spacing births. Yet, the national program has not so far been successful in providing them with a choice of contraceptive methods. To translate, the fundamental concept of informed contraceptive choice, it is imperative that the quality of services is improved. There is an urgent need to address the problem of high unmet contraceptive need among young couples. Integrated programs that can more effectively and efficiently address multiple reproductive health needs of the people should be implemented. With this, we come to the end of today's lecture. In the next session, we shall discuss another related topic. Thank you. Thank you.